Good afternoon, everybody. Well, my goodness, people, it's another year, another week, and it is over. Scrutiny week for 2023 has now come to an end. And I just want to start really by thanking everybody that has taken part this year in scrutiny. There's been so many of you across the whole week. So thank you to all of you that have attended our webinars that we've been running across the week. Thank you for those for taking part, being part of them, contributing, asking questions, all those things that you've been doing. Huge thank you to all of you that attended our face-to-face conference on Wednesday in Loughborough, which was a huge success, new venue for us, but we enjoyed it and we liked it. So thank you for coming along to that, and lots of information come out of that event as well. Thank you to so many of you who have contributed across social media over this week as well. I mean, I've been keeping track of it on the hashtag Scrutiny Week, and I know many of you have, and you've already stepped up to the plate. So many of you have been sharing kind of some of the things that we put out, some of the assets that we gave you to share, but so many of you sharing your stories and what's working for you with scrutiny in your organisations. It's just been brilliant to see the enthusiasm, and brilliant to see so many of you wanting to contribute and share that together. So do have a look at that hashtag if you've not caught up yet, Scrutiny Week. Have a look at that. And there's just so many people. I can't thank you all, but every single organisation that has taken part this week, thank you so much for doing that. We've been really pleased to cover so much ground around scrutiny over the course of this week. We've been talking about scrutiny with young people. How do we get those involved? Great session from Bolton around that. We've been talking about scrutiny and repairs and maintenance, and we know that's a huge challenge for the sector at the moment. We've got many organisations with backlogs around repairs. It's difficult to get repairs done on time. Everybody's running short in terms of labour. All of these things scrutiny panels can be part of and can help and hopefully create some solutions as well. We've definitely been talking about scrutiny and culture. Well, what culture do you need in an organisation to make sure it's embedded, that it can work, that it can be the vehicle that we all want it to be and know that's important. We've definitely been talking about scrutiny and regulation. I know that's gone across a few of the discussions over the course of the week. Where is it now? Where has scrutiny been, but where is it now, and where does it need to move given the regulatory environment? And we've certainly been talking as part of all of those, as well as sessions, about skills, top tips, what it means to be a scrutineer, and I know many of you have contributed to that as well, and I thank you for that. Who would have thought, I think out there people think scrutiny, they know what it is and it's one thing. Gosh, it's so multifaceted. When you just look at a few of the things I've mentioned there, of the topics we've moved into, that's incredible, isn't it? It's massive scrutiny, and it should be taken seriously, and we need more people involved in it for whatever length of time you want to be, whether you do it quicker, you do it over a slower pace, whatever that might be. We absolutely need people playing their part. Thank you, Helen. Yes, everyone should play their part to get more residents involved. Helen, you're absolutely right. I want to see a world in organisations where people really welcome it. I know many organisations do, where kind of departments are clamouring to have the scrutiny panel come and have a look at their service, because we know when it's done really, really well, when it's done in real partnership with the proper kind of, roles and responsibilities and what we're trying to achieve from it, everybody wins in scrutiny. Everybody gets something out of it. And that is what we're all aiming for. Surely, when we're either coming to work or we're volunteering, that's what we want, isn't it? Something, we all get something out of this, and we get some change that's meaningful and impactful. I want to just pause as well here to say a huge thank you to all of our workshop facilitators over the course of the week, be that online ones or be the ones that were at the conference in Loughborough on Wednesday. Could not do it without all of you stepping up and agreeing to share your skills, your knowledge, your experiences. So to every single one of you that have taken part as a facilitator or a panelist, thank you so much, and all of our speakers as well. There is on the YouTube channel, so here you'll see that we've put a couple of videos up already from the week. So again, while you're here, when this finishes in a second, probably useful to go and have a quick look at those. We've got ones around top tips for scrutiny, Who doesn't want that? Come on. That's always helpful. Some new tips for scrutiny. And then some reflections from the conference on why is scrutiny important. And for those of you that don't want to sit and watch it, it's only a few seconds long, but what I was seeing people talking about on that video was about it's important because we can be a critical friend, because it's about a bottom-up, clearer picture. It's about holding the organisation to account, getting a customer voice and perspective over policies. It's about making change. We've talked about that, haven't we? And about absolutely getting your voice heard. And when you look at the new regulation that's coming out, getting your voice heard is absolutely critical. So I think, another successful week, a few points really to sort of sum up about what I think we've been hearing over the week. Lots gone on, obviously, but some last few points from me, I think. We're definitely seeing scrutiny being revitalised in a new regulatory era. And I think people across all of our sessions this week have definitely felt the role that it can play in inspections, in referrals, and in providing assurance. So think about those things. What a role scrutiny plays in inspections, referrals, and assurance. Absolutely critical. Why wouldn't everybody be doing it? Still, without a doubt, all these years later that we've been doing scrutiny, it's still making a difference. That came out loud and clear, and it's delivering that change and accountability across the country in organisations of all sizes. That's still happening. Data and information, still a challenge I think many scrutiny panels are wrestling with. It's about getting that right information, isn't it? That perhaps hasn't been sugar-coated, and getting it in an accessible format and in a reasonable way and in a reasonable timescale. I think that whole data piece, which is tasking the whole sector, remains an issue for scrutiny as well. And I think the last point I'd make that came out from a lot of the sessions was the amount of support, the amount of resources that's given to scrutiny by senior managers, by boards, by councillors, in whichever context it may be. The amount of resource and support given to that is a major, major indicator of success and impact. You need resources, you need time, you need people to support scrutiny, you need access to the right information, you need access to the right skills. And all of these things have an implication in terms of time and cost, don't they? But that will be part of what makes it a huge success as well. So I'm sure you've all got lunch to go and get now. I'm sure you're all exhausted. So remains for me to say thank you so much. Thank you for taking part, and keep an eye out for what we're doing in 2024. Thank you.